Assalamu alaikum. I am your science teacher from Latif Niazi Memorial High School. Welcome to class 6. My name is Mumtaz Bari. This is your science book, Amazing Science. Dear student, today we will start the unit number 2, Living Things. You know it very well that all the living things are made up by the cells. Cell is the unit of the life. It's a building block of the living organisms. All the living organisms are made up by the cells. But according to the number of the cells, there are two types of the organisms, unicellular and multicellular. Now we will discuss about the unicellular organisms. Uni means single. 1. Unicellular organisms are made up by the single cell and their all living functions are carried through the single cell. Here you can see that amoeba, paramecium, euglena, all of these are the examples of unicellular organisms. Now we will see the multicellular organism. Multicellular organisms are those organisms, their body consists of the many cells and their body functions are carried through the group of the organs. Here you can see that human body, plant body, insects, all of these are the examples of multicellular organisms. Now we will see the structure of the cell. This is the cell. The cells of the living body, as I told you, that having same structure. The outermost membrane of the cell is called cell membrane. It is maybe called the semi-permeable membrane or selective membrane. It helps in transportation. Inside the cell there is a cytoplasm. It's a jelly-like substance where cell activity is performed. The cytoplasm helps the place of the organelles. Actually, organelles are the tiny parts of the cells. Now cytoplasm, you can see here cytoplasm. It is jelly-like substance which contains the cell organelles. As I told you that the different functions of the cells are carried through the cell organelles, means respiration, excretion, transportation, all of these functions are carried through the cell organelles which is present inside the cytoplasm. Now mitochondria, it's a very important organelle of the cell. It helps in respiration because ATP formation takes place here. ATP, actually the adenosine triphosphate, it's a currency of the energy which helps us to do work. Now in the plant cell, chloroplast is present. Chloroplast is the green pigments which help in photosynthesis. Now vacuoles. Vacuoles in plant cell, it is larger in size and located at the center, but in animal cell it is present on the corner. At the center in animal cell there is a nucleus, which may say that it's a brain of the cell, where thread-like structure is present. This is called chromosomes, which are made up by the DNA. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, where gene is located, and gene is the information unit which is responsible to transfer the hereditary characters from parents to offspring. The characters which are passed through parents to offspring due to the presence of the gene. Now we will see the animal cell. Animal cell has cell membrane outside the cell, which is called semi-permeable membrane or selective membrane. It helps in transportation. But in animal cell, cell wall is absent. It is only present in the plant cell. Now plant cell, as I told you that cell wall is present, which is made up by the cellulose. A large vacuole is present at the center, which help in containing the salt and sugar solution, help in cell sap. Now chlorophyll. The chloroplast contains the chlorophyll, which are green in color, green pigments which trap the sunlight for photosynthesis. Dear students, photosynthesis is an important process of the plant cell in which the glucose is formed. Photo means light, synthesize means to manufacture. So through this process, plants are capable to manufacture the glucose. They are the producers. Now we will study about the plant. Plant actually having two parts, vegetative part and reproductive part. Here I told you about the root system in plants. Root system plants, you know that roots are present in the soil. They help in absorbing water and minerals for the plant body. According to their function, they help in the food storing. Here food of the plant body is also stored. The main thick root is called taproot. This smaller branching of the taproot, example carrot, radish, turnip, all are the examples of the taproot. Another kind of the root is called fibrous roots. The fibrous roots are same in size. The examples of the fibrous roots are wheat and grass. The root having two main part. Upper part is called root tip and second is called root cap. Root tip is the growing part of the root and root cap protect the root tips. Now student, we will meet in next lecture.